join the 28-hour SQL Server Masterclass on the Udemy platform for only $15 instead of $89. Learn how to become a future developer or either a future DBA or performance expert on SQL Server with 150 exercises. The link to the promotion is in the video description. Okay? Want to get started on SQL Server? Then join me. Go UID performance. Let's take a look at the performance we can have on the UID columns when creating a clustered index. We use, as always, the structured index database, and we are going to create with the default new ID. Okay, just here. Okay, with the default constraint and new ID. So nothing difficult for the moment. So let's create this fantastic table, and we will create another table with the new sequential ID. Okay, and we will also create a clusterable index on this table. Is done. Another table with the identity. Okay, and create a clusterable index on the C1, so in the identity column. And let's create some fragmentation on our table, 3 tables. We're going to create a little volume of data to create fragmentation, and it's done. Next, we examine the fragmentation with the system view DMGB index physical states. Okay, this GMV is vital for your indexes. Okay, don't forget this GMV says sys index physical state. We are going to measure fragmentation, page density, and we are going to set detail mode, and we are going to use just our 3 tables: new sequential ID, table UID, and table hint. Okay, so let's run this query, and here we have the levels of fragmentation. Okay, we can see that the fragmentation of the UID table is almost 100%, 99%. Okay, and fragmentation on the clustered index, this fragmentation 99% means catastrophic performance, because there is fragmentation on all over the index. When SQL search for its page, it's in this index, sorry, it will take a lot longer, and it will have a lot of more page to go through. Okay, so as you can see, we have for the new sequential ID a different fragmentation. We have 79% fragmentation. Okay, and for the identity 29% fragmentation. Okay, as you can also see, we have more page for the UID. Okay, we have 2033 page. Okay, and we have less page for the new sequential ID and the hint, just 1389 page. Okay. Okay, next we are going to set statistic higher on and let's run the query on the new sequential ID and the UID. And at the new sequential ID level, we browse 1,401. Okay, and instead for the UID, sorry, it's 2040 for the UID table. As you see here, the result, that's what I want to show you. Okay, if you don't know the new sequential ID, you can see it here. So it starts new sequential ID, it starts F4, F5, F6, F7, F8, and so on. Okay, as you can see, it's sequential. SQL managed to store the GUID sequentially in this column. And below we have the new ID. As you can see, there is no order, hence the fragmentation. Okay, there is no order between each rows. The page are not contiguous, so the performance will be bad. There is no sequentially between the rows. Okay, that's all you should know about performance on the UID. Okay, in summary, it's absolutely necessary to avoid putting the primary key or a cluster index in the column in UID. Okay, so let's go to the next demonstration.